It's a big day for you and your layout.
Yeah, it's the first time it's actually been together. You know, where I build it in a garage, I can only erect 3 boards. So this morning's really the first time I've seen the whole thing as an entirety.
And what do you think?
It's run reasonably well. I expected, you know, there would be the odd teething problem. I mean, there's a couple of points that didn't work properly, but yeah, as the day's gone on, it's got better and better.
Yeah.
And it's certainly a better idea than you know, the original U-shape that I had in, which was, you know, very problematic to store and to erect, and this is just much better.
Right. And in your mind, has it lived up to your mind's eye?
Yes. Yeah. It's more or less what I originally anticipated it would be, you know, when I finished. But it's building it that way has all sorts of problems, and even things like, you know, trying to remember, you know, the spacing between fence poles and things like this when you've done some on a board that you've probably built 18 months ago. You know, it's a bit of a problem. But no, I'm reasonably happy with the way things have gone.
Just give us a brief resume of the philosophy behind the layout then.
Well, it's not one of those layouts where trains whiz up and down all the time. I mean, it's much more, you know, like it would have been on the Cambrian, which was basically a single track, you know, main line, you know, so trains run in and run out. And what I actually wanted to do was to, you know, have a layout where there was a fair amount of space between, you know, the fiddle yard and the station, so you would see trains run in and run out. You know, so you'd see long slate trains, you know, snake through the platform. That's what I originally wanted to do. And I'd had a smaller layout, which was only 16 foot scenic. It always seemed to me that no sooner were the trains on the layout than they were off. You know, you blinked and you missed them. And I wanted something that would give the trains much more of a longer run. Building scenery, and particularly buildings, is the thing that interests me most. You know, so I thought if I went to town on the buildings, there would be things for people to see, even when, you know, the trains weren't actually on the front. You know, so if a train disappeared, then there would still be, you know, things up this end of the layout for people to look at while they waited for a train to come back in the other direction. And that's primarily the, you know, the philosophy behind it. It was never designed to be a sort of continuous run and lots of action. It's much more of a sort of lazy summer afternoon.
Well, I've spent a lazy late summer's afternoon walking the whole length of it and very much enjoyed it. Thank you, Peter.
It's a pleasure.